All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, chat. Listen. Let's discuss a few things. First, let's get a volume check. I want to make sure my volume is good, right? I want to make sure my volume is good. Because I think there's a lot that we could talk about. All right, make sure volume's good. Volume. Volume. It sounds quiet. Mike. Mike. Okay. Is my volume good? Yeah, let me know if volume good. Mike, check 1 2 1 2. Mike, check 1 2 1 2. Okay, so I recently did this reaction, but I really didn't really give it, I guess, its proper due. People were upset about it. People were not happy about it. People thought it was whack how I did it. I got some nasty comments about it. Um, but I think I could do it a little bit more service, I guess. I think this is fine right here. I guess I'm fine over here. And I want to start off by saying how did I even discover Ginger J? I discovered Ginger J because I was on TikTok and I was going live. And while I was on live, somebody had commented. Okay. Somebody had commented that I look like Ginger J, and I thought they were making a joke because you guys know, as my artist name, my stage name is Jack Jackson Jr. So when I heard Ginger J, I'm like, what the fuck? And you called me a ginger and then just, right? Come to find out, Ginger J is a real person. So I looked him up. And then I found him. They're like, hey, I think you look like him. I looked and said, no, I don't look like this dude. I think he's ugly as shit. This is my exact response. I think he's ugly as shit. I don't think I look like him. That was my response. I then proceeded to make a video with him as the green screen stating that I do not look like him and that like I don't look like him. That was the whole premise there. And that video then went viral. And it went viral on his stream. Not necessarily anything that I particularly said. At least I don't think so. But it went viral because he already had the internet in the uproar. He had internet in chokehold for a little bit. So after doing that, I had to go find out exactly what he was and what he allegedly did. I initially saw this, right? I saw this video probably about. I probably saw this video, if I'm being honest. I saw this video maybe about a couple of days ago and I reacted to it. But I didn't really do a thorough reaction to it. But what I want to talk about from that last reaction, because there was a few things that I did recognize. And I did say them in that reaction, but I don't think I said them clear enough and outwardly enough for people to hear it. So, one of the things that I did recognize is that when these young ladies asked Jay, they asked him, why does he date black women? And his initial answer was completely fine, right? He said she dated some black women, they cheated on him, blah blah blah. He hasn't met a black woman that had the qualities that he admired in his mother, etc. His reasoning. Nothing was disrespectful, nothing was evil. He said, "This is my wife. I'm happy with my wife. This is where I'm at with it." Again, nothing mean, nothing disrespectful, nothing. But what I can say is that I feel like these young ladies had a feeling that Jay did not like black women. And this is why I say that. Because if you watch the video, and we can watch some of the video if you guys want to, put a thumbs up in the chat or put a Y in the chat if you want to actually break down the video and like watch it, right? Because I've already seen it. So I know what's going on. But if you guys want to actually watch it, put a Y in the chat for me, right? But I felt like they didn't think that Jay. I felt like I felt like the young ladies felt like Jay did not like black women. And the reason I say it is because they consistently asked him the same question. They just formulated it different, right? It was almost, dare I say, rage bait like, because he had already answered the question, right? Me being who I am, I'm gonna ask him that one time. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not about to keep digging on it, right? But here's the difference, right? Here's the difference. They did the same thing with another gentleman that was up there. I forgot his name. They asked him the same question over and over again about, because he said that if black women don't want me, I'm gonna go where I'm wanted. And they said, well, that's easy. You need to go where you need to be the chaser. You're the hunter. He said, no, I'm going where I'm wanted. I'm not going where I'm not wanted. He never responded and snapped out the way Jay did. That's the difference. Jay eventually ends up snapping out. Now, here's the problem. You can snap out and say, listen, man, I don't want y'all. Look, I said what I said. This is where I stand. That's fine. But when you start making comments about their hair and you start making those other comments, right? That's cat. I got cat hair on my face, y'all. When you start making those other comments, right? Then you have a problem. Because the other comments say something else. Right? Ever since this all has went down, every time I go live on TikTok to talk about anything, my music, whatever I'm up there live for, people come in there and ask me, do I like black women? And the amount of people who have asked me, do I like black women, is astounding. But I'm never going to turn around and say, your hair, you're this, you're that. I'm going to be clear to y'all. I'll be transparent. I love black women. All my girlfriends have been black. I've never had a non-black girlfriend in my life. Never, not once have I had a non-black girlfriend in my life. And it's not that I'm like, ill. I will never date anyone that's not black. That's just how it happened to be. I don't have a race preference with dating. I just don't. It's not how I am. But I get it all the time. But at no point am I going to flash out and say, no matter what they ask me, I'm not going to ever flash out and say, black women don't listen, or you look at your hair. Like, I'm never going to flash out and say that. And I think that's where the difference is. I don't have a problem with anyone that doesn't like whatever they don't like. That's on them. It ain't my business. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But what I can say, and I can say this from the top of the hills. It almost feels like, to some degree, Ginger J has a little bit of trauma with black women. He talked about them cheating on him and all that other stuff, and I get it. If you date enough black women, if you date enough women, you're going to be cheated on. That's just the bottom line. That's not a black woman thing, but if you date enough women, you will be cheated on. It's just the bottom line. That's how it goes. Like, no one's exempt. We all will go through that. But it almost feels like, I got cat hair on my face. Excuse me, pardon me. But it almost feels like Jay only associates that quality with black women. And that feels like the issue. Right? So there's a lot of things that play here. The ladies here are not innocent in this. Jay obviously is not innocent in this. But you can't rage bait someone into that. Like, you can't. And what I mean by is you can't do that is that if you don't dislike black women that way, you're not going to react that way. Like, no matter what they say, no matter how they try to bait you in, you're never going to respond that way. And I guess that was their, I don't know if that was their plan, but they kept asking the guy the same questions. But I digress. I've talked a lot. Let's watch some of the video. How about that? Let's watch some of the video. We'll speed it up a little bit because I've already seen a good bit of it, right? So let's speed it up a little bit. We'll get a little further along. All right.
So some people, they pick and choose who they want to be black and who they don't want to be black. I see myself as a black person. I'm not saying that I don't have white in me. I've never said that. I've never tried to get rid of that part of me. I'm mixed, but I see myself as a black person. I don't disregard being mixed race. To me, mixed race is a mixture of two races. It's not a color. So I see myself as black because my skin is black. It might be lighter than other people's. You have all different shades of black. My skin's black, but I'm a mixture of two races. I'm not upset with what Zilla is saying because she doesn't know me, so it doesn't affect me.
But what about your dating?
I want to speak to that. Whenever this is another thing. Whenever I go on live, people ask me am I mixed. They love to ask me this question. So I'm going to answer this question as best I can right now. My mother is a black woman. I'm going to tie this all back to what she was saying. My mother is a black woman, 100% through and through. My father has a mixed background, right? He has a mixed background. There's a lot of Irish folks on his, and the lineage on that side and all that good stuff. But the red hair that I have comes from both sides. It can only happen if I have it on both sides. If I don't have it on, if the gene doesn't exist on one side, it will not exist here. Bottom line. Now back to what she was saying. I always find that interesting, right? Because people choose when they identify you as mixed or not. People always choose when they identify you as mixed. When Barack Obama was making the world happy, biracial mixed president. When Barack Obama pissed people off, African American. If I got locked up, it's not going to say biracial. It's going to say African American. So I always felt like the biracial, the mixed conversation was unique because people often picked and choose when they wanted to identify you as a mixed person. And then they also often base that on your physical appearance. Right? Like someone like Logic. Logic, most would say Logic is white presenting. Right? Someone like Logic, who, again, a lot of people would say is white presenting, they would not call him an African American until he tells them, yes, my dad is black. They would never say that. If he don't say nothing and just operate and just move and talk and do what he do, they wouldn't say African American. They would just say it wouldn't say African American. It would just say white. That's why I always felt like the race and the mixed conversation is always interesting because I feel like people utilize it whenever they choose. It doesn't feel genuine.
Preference, like because you are mixed.
Yeah, my
preference. It could be any.
Yeah, either. But my preference is dark-skinned black men. I've never dated
dark-skinned black men.
Yeah, I don't want someone that looks light. Like too light people, it doesn't work for me.
But is that a part of you rejecting a part of yourself?
So that's
I'm just not attracted. It's not self-hate. I'm just not attracted
to yourself.
To black people, white people, or light
What kind of complexion
guys.
you like?
I can see a nice light skin guy and be like, oh, he looks nice.
Wait, hold on.
But I'm not attracted to him. It's not
So were you ever around your mum's uncles? Because obviously your mum is
my mum
white.
doesn't really. So basically, my mum's got one brother, and they never spoke growing up. So yeah, I don't have
So you
family
weren't
from my mum's
socialised
side.
around white men as much?
No.
The school you went up, the school you grew up in, secondary school, all those things have a...
There was a mix, but my circle was black people.
So growing up, your mum took on the Jamaican culture.
So when my mum got pregnant young, her parents kicked her out because she got pregnant for a black man. And she had to live with them. She went to the black man, her baby father's family. They took her on, they raised her. They taught her how to cook. She grew up in a Jamaican
all
household.
those years, when you say you're not black, it's painful.
I stopped dating black women.
The difference between, I think, dating as like a white woman.
She her face. She already said. And I think this is what sparked the whole joint. But that's rock.
The difference between dating and it being a white woman instead of a black man. I feel like white women get to choose whether they want to adopt black culture or whether they want to stick in white culture. For example, if you think of the background differences between the two of you, your mum has forcefully to some degree, taken on Jamaican culture,
But she willingly
chose her partner to be a black man, whereas your mum grew up in an area where it's predominantly white and she didn't really indoctrinate herself into black culture that much.
And this is the thing as well, because you don't have to pass a test to have a black child as a white woman. You don't have to. So there were certain things where I said you don't have to pass a test to have a black child as a white woman. And what I mean by that, I'll extend on it, is that you don't have to show that you can do certain things like learn how to detangle an afro, for example, and things like that. And
That's the test?
say again?
That's the
My
test?
friend, let him finish now.
It's an example, but what I'm saying.
I'm trying to figure because I thought I knew where he was going, and now I kind of don't know where he's going.
What I'm saying is.
Don't mind Gab.
What I'm saying is, I'll tell you. What I'm saying is.
Sorry.
My mom wasn't taught or didn't necessarily know how to deal with me being the only black one in the school, black one, whatever you want to call it, in the school, and then she just saw me as her son. So that, but the outside world doesn't see us as that. I'm telling you. So For me, I don't really mind how people look at me. I'm very comfortable. Hold on. Let me
No, but
finish
that's a
and jump
fault
in.
on your dad for not teaching her. You
Yeah,
can't
but
have
that's the next thing we can bring him in
But
later
it's
if you
not
want
only
to.
the
But
fault
that's
on her dad. If she decided to procreate with a black person, she needs
no, but
to
wait,
teach herself
but
the
the
black
man
culture.
leads. No, but the man leads. So the man leads. So if you have a baby with a woman,
Is
and
your
you cheat-
dad there?
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, if you have a baby with a
this
woman,
is why we're taking it down a different.
it's your responsibility
Yeah, I
to teach her the
understand.
code.
I think they're taking this from a whole different place that he was going. I feel like they just hijacked this midway through his conversation. They're going a whole different place.
I'm saying, but you're taking
But
it.
his
You're
dad
taking it down a
might
different
be
avenue.
also come from a white area. He might be the only black
No,
person
so
in that area.
my dad, I will tell you. I will tell you. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like coming like everybody knows my story. If you let me talk, I'll tell you. I've never ever come on here and ever disrespect my mom in any type of way because she was there and she brought me up and she looked after me best way that she knew how to. Could she, looking back on reflection, I've learned how to do certain things or learned certain things about my background that she could have taught me? Of course she could have done. But my dad is the one really who should have been teaching me. Like, he hasn't been there, I'll tell you. And this is one thing that I'm happy to say.
I hate to admit I'm right, man. What's wrong with you, man? Come on, man.
This is one thing that I'm happy to say. My dad, I never seen him from when I was 3, right?
I'm right.
Next time I seen him was when I was 20, and I went to see my younger brother. Yeah.
China, my friend,
I'm right,
we
though.
know that, but we wanted Jay to finish.
Yeah, bro, he doing a little too much. He doing a little too much.
Acknowledge it though. I'm right. Thank you.
We acknowledge you're right, but you were jumping in when he was finishing. That's it. Just let him finish.
The next time that I seen him after 3 years old was when I drove to his house to see my younger brother because it was his birthday. So I went to see him. I didn't feel any type of way. My dad's African. He's from Guinea. I didn't feel any type of way. But we was having a conversation. It was like talking to an uncle for me, just a standard one. And I don't mind because I don't feel like I've ever missed anything. This is why I big up my mum because she loved me properly as I needed to be loved. But when we were sat there, he was talking about certain things, jollof rice and things like this. And I'll be honest with you, if there's any kind of culture black culture that I can resonate with, it would be the Jamaican culture. And that's just based off of the music that I liked growing up. And then I had a Jamaican girlfriend and things. And I can't resonate with his culture. I know there's a lot about African culture. So
Is your dad's new kids black or they mixed?
So they're mixed race as well.
Guinea call it jollof rice. What was your first girlfriend?
Senegal jollof rice.
What was your first girlfriend? Black or white?
She was black.
Oh, okay.
So China, back to your point, the only reason why...
No, I'm not mixed race. I'm black, but I don't hate myself. And I don't date black women. And I decided to.
Okay, this is about to turn up. This is where I think this might be where... No, I actually think this is where it was pretty calm. It was pretty calm at this point. It was pretty calm when they started talking to him. I think he explained himself well. It just got bad after. It got bad after.
To stop dating black women.
Let's get onto him now. Get onto him. Because he just said it. Get onto him now.
He dates Ginger women.
Get onto Ginger now. Ginger's saying he only goes for non-black girls, and you're not saying nothing. What's going on? Why are you quiet?
In the very beginning, they went at him pretty hard because he said that he dates who likes him, and he said if black women didn't like him, he wouldn't date them. But he didn't say that he doesn't date black women. So I think this is where it starts to get real hairy for Mr. Ginger J. This might be the calm part, but we'll see.
Like, why is everyone quiet? Get onto him. It's his time.
I decided to step away from trying to chase black women because I was chasing black women. And before that, the black women that I had dated and been in relationship with either treated me like shit and thought I didn't realize it, or expected way too much of me because I'm a black king and I wasn't living up to it and end up cheating on me anyway and doing some madness. And then when I'm still chasing black women and the women that I am in contact with, the contact I'm getting back isn't actual proper conversation. And I'm seeing that they are wanting and expecting so much more. And it must be the specific black women that I was seeing that I was talking to.
She's in the wrong.
Black women are
No, watch this. I wasn't picking them. Oh, I want you. I go outside. I don't do social media. I did too long in prison to do social media. So I'm outside.
You're in prison?
So I'll meet you face to face 11 and a half years. So I'll meet you face to face and I talk to you like a man's supposed to be. And
Yeah, and my initial reaction, that's when I made the comment like, that's why he's angry. 11 years in prison, bro, ain't no joke. I don't know who. That's a hard bid to do, It's a hard bid to do. That's a lot. So I could see kind of why he got, you know, he was so brash. And the clickbait parts that people put it up, I can see why he got so brash. I can kind of, when you served 11 years in prison, it hardens you in a way, you know, that other things can't.
Introduce myself, and that's how we'll be in contact. Do you feel what I'm saying? The reason why my contact with black women when I got out of prison was shit was because of social media. Because I'm not entertaining the Instagram stories. I'm not entertaining the posts. Why didn't you like my post? I see you posting. What, you didn't see my post? You didn't see? No, I didn't see your post. I'm outside. I'm trying to build up my thing. But you can repost your bedroom and why am I getting so much?
That's what a black woman.
But do you feel like it was the time in jail that?
I'm gonna be honest. I think her skin is beautiful. She has beautiful skin. Beautiful skin.
Socialized you to what should have been happening.
I'm so grateful for it.
Fair enough.
So what do you feel you get outside of black women that you
So
feel
it's not
is
necessarily that
satisfactory?
I'm gaining more from different women that a black woman can't provide. It's just that my experience with black women just said, hey, maybe that's not your lane. Because what you're trying over here just isn't working. And God will only put in front of you what's going to work. You just got to make it work. And if they're not making it work, why are you still trying to make shit work?
So what outside of that?
Mom, what? No. Nice. That's pretty. Pretty. I like it. I like it. My mom got a nice little afro bun going on. It's beautiful. See, don't ever ask me if I love black women. My mother's a black woman, and she has a very ethnic hairstyle, and it looks very pretty.
Worked for you? Can I ask, as in just to hear some of the things?
So I grew up in many areas. Born in Leeds, Chapeltown, grew up in Manchester, Charlton, moved to London, Norfolk, Tottenham, then moved to East London, Walthamstow, and then grew up right here, Ilford. So all types of cultures I've grown up around. So my wife right now is an Asian woman. So I'm with an Indian lady, and I'm a Caribbean man. So we're Indian. Yeah, we're West Indian anyway. So it makes sense. The cultures link up. I'm a Rastafarian. Do you know what I'm saying? She's Sikh. There's a lot of things that just make a lot of sense. To ask me the question why, I didn't have time for the black women shit that I was getting.
Do you think if you...
But I just want to hear certain attributes.
Yeah, wait, can I ask you a question? If you...
They're digging, and that's okay. They're digging, and that's fair. They're digging. They want more. I guess more specific examples. For me, after we said, okay, that's your thing, whatever. Like I would have left it there. I'm not going to revisit it, you know, like because I don't really care about people's preferences. Now, I personally don't care enough about your preference or his preference. Whatever you like, you like. Because whatever you like and don't like ain't got nothing to do with me and what I like. Now, there's a caveat to that because sometimes if your preference is a little too wild, a little too out there, I ain't got to give no examples, but y'all get my point.
If you date outside your culture, do you think it's important to still date someone with a similar culture, like we said? Or you think it doesn't really matter?
Going through experience, I would say, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a good question.
But the difference with him is he actually dated black women. So he doesn't even fit the question. Because the question was saying...
No, I do fit the question. The question
no, but the question was saying that you've never dated him.
No, well, I've dated, my preference is Asian women.
Oh.
No, but I thought the question was saying that if you've never dated black women...
If you consistently date outside of your race, I've consistently dated Asian women.
So you got a problem with black women?
No.
No, but he's dated black women too.
Is he self?
And to answer your question,
I'm asking Lloyd.
Let me answer.
Is he a self?
Let me answer. And to answer, wait.
Why are you taking long?
One sec.
No, I'm taking long.
1 second.
This is interesting.
I can't really speak.
Wait.
He only does Asian girls, bro. Yeah, he only wants that kind of rice. Yeah, and nobody has any smoke for him. I'm saying I like all the rices, bruv. What's going on?
To answer your question, well, not so much a question, your statement about if a black man, if you're not dating a woman, a black man's not dating a woman that mimics your mother as a black woman, then there's something wrong with you. I never found a black woman that could step in my mother's shoes. Not even remotely close. When I mean remotely close, not one black woman have I seen walk this planet of Earth is in the image of my mother or my grandmother. So what
Can
am
I
I
ask what your
searching?
mum was?
My mum is everything.
sorry.
My mum is everything.
As in nationality.
Jamaican.
Okay.
But my mum is everything.
Okay, so your mum is black.
My mum raised 5 boys by herself.
So your mum is black?
Yes.
And you don't feel like there's any other black woman that's like your mum? It's just your mum?
Not even
She's just a
close.
rare gem?
Not
She's
even.
just a
Do you
one-off?
think that's why it's
I think
harder
you're
for?
taking it too
Do you think
literal.
that's
It's
why
not
it's
meant to
hard
be
for you
like
to find
your
a black
not even
woman
close.
that you can relate to?
And I don't want to be with a woman that I'm thinking, yeah, that's like my mother. I don't want to do
A lot
that.
of men date-
Hold on. You're not trying to morph it into the next thing.
You
What
want to?
about
Okay,
you,
cool.
yeah?
All right, let's
No,
go.
no, what about you?
Don't think
'Cause
I'm
you
shook.
you
I'm
have
not
a lot of
shook.
questions for me.
Listen, King, let me
Easy as
tell you
OAR.
now. King,
Easy
I.
as
Okay. Now I'm really starting to see how it became what it became. Because at some point he flips out. Now I'm starting to see how because his answers, again, I don't agree with his answers. I understand his answers. And I don't agree with him in the sense of I haven't met a woman, well, he said he hasn't met one, so I agree with that. Because that's his experience, right? Your experience isn't wrong. That's your experience. Now, your experience isn't necessarily reflective of society or what's been going on, but your experience is your experience, and your experience is valid, right? So, again, at this point, whether you agree with him or not, he hasn't been offensive. He hasn't been disrespectful. He hasn't been rambunctious, right? He hasn't. Now, King, you kind of see King kind of like egging it on, like, no, ask questions. Like you see him kind of pushing it, kind of, because they did. I didn't see it because I didn't play it. They were at one point in the very beginning, they were grilling King. They were grilling him because he was like, "Look, I like everybody," So, but let's continue.
So making my life
about me. It's about
King, let me before I go on to him. Before I go to, let me tell you something, King.
Yes or no?
Obviously, this is the middle ground where it's a little tough for me. When someone's mixed race,
Yes or no, fam?
brother, so
It's
that
the
I will
easy one.
tear down your throne, you king. You think you are king, yeah? By the time I'm done with you, all the king's horses and all the king's men will not be able to put you together again. Yeah? Let me tell you. Anyway,
I'm the trainer,
when someone is mixed race, obviously it is a little bit difficult because it's like,
I'm not mixed.
He's not mixed.
I'm black.
Didn't I say that earlier? Didn't I say the whole mixed thing is about appearance to a lot of people? It's all about appearance. He never once said he was mixed. He never once indicated he was mixed. They just looked at him and said, "Oh, he's mixed," and apparently that changed their approach towards him. That's why the whole mixed thing I think is always interesting. I do, because it's really all about physical. It's almost all about the physical. How do you look? It's how do you look, and it's like, bro, that's just my little hiccup.
Parents are darker than you. My mom's your skin
oh my
tone.
God, I'm just, okay, this was me. Oh my gosh, this was me I didn't know what your dad was from.
He said it for everyone.
I heard where your mum was from.
So this is a throwback. So I'm black and ginger from a throwback. It skipped 3 generations. The slave master to my family, his name was Francois. So when he escaped on the railroads, my great grandmother escaped on the railroad, but she was his main slave in the house. So he used to rape her. So when she escaped, she had a child, and he was ginger. And then it's come through the bloodlines now, but there's been no white people in my family until the slave
How did you
master.
figure that out? What did you go to? How did you figure that out?
My mum, there's 3 of us.
First of all, can I just say thank
No, as in, how did you know your?
So my mum, because of the way,
It's a legitimate thing.
because of the way how I look, my mum had 3 boys. There's
No,
three
how did you know
black
the details of the
gingers.
story? Did your parents tell you that? Or
Yeah, no. So because of the way how we looked, I used to get it from teachers. Teachers used to chat shit during registry and make fun of me and make fun of my brothers, right? So my mum made it a point that we knew our black history from young, and because our black history is specific and down to a specific actual look and DNA, my mum made sure we knew every blood clot thing and whatever.
Now, I said this on the last stream. I'll reiterate it. In order for someone to be a ginger, it's due to a recessive gene. I believe the gene is called the MC1R or IR. I believe. Let me double check. So it's MC1R or MCIR. MC1R. Yeah. Yep. So MC1R. And so both parents have to carry that gene. It's not just on one side. If one side of the family has it, it will not work. Both parents have to carry that gene. Right? This has been proven through biology. It's been proven through DNA. That's how it works. But I'm glad that his mom kind of gave him kind of an overlay of his background. I think that's pretty cool.
Thing happened. So yeah.
So that's the mom.
So when anybody asks me why do I look like this, it's because of
I respect that.
Right, so
Now you know what's funny? If this would have ended here, he would have ended as the man. If this ends here, it's over. He handled it well. He walked away looking good. But at some point he gets triggered to no end, and it goes way, way, way left. So much so left that he's like, they said that he brought all the stock down for black gingers. Can y'all hear the video good?
Back to you. I apologize because I did assume you were mixed race, literally because of your beard.
Why did you assume?
I literally told you because of his beard.
Yes, we know, but is yes okay
Anyway,
now?
so yes, I will say, I know you
Look in his eyes and say it.
I will say it is a form of self-hate. I'm not coming for you in specific. I'm just saying I do think it is, only because your mum can't be the only black woman that is an absolute gem. There are other women that are out there. Do you get what I'm saying? That are, you just haven't come across
like
them.
You haven't given them
get it?
a
But I do
chance.
think it is.
No, I didn't.
If you said it to me, you would have said it straight and direct.
Guys, I disagree personally with Lois because he started by saying he dated multiple black women in the beginning. So he didn't just not ever go for black people. He done it to the point where he got tired and stopped. So that means
Yeah, I don't think that. Listen, based off of everything he has said up until this point, I would not gotten the impression that he hates black women. Maybe he's not crazy about some of the things that we associate with black culture and those types of things, but I wouldn't have gotten that up until this point. He's been very mild-mannered. He's been very relaxed. He's articulated himself. And I also don't think that, listen, if I seen a white woman with a black woman with a white guy, I'm not gonna say she hates her culture. Like, I'm just not. Like, I'm now, maybe if I meet her and I know some background and I know why she's doing it, then maybe I can have a better assessment of it. But from a general standpoint, I'm never ever going to be like, oh man, I see a black man with a white woman, he hates black women, or he hates his culture or his self-hate. I'm never going to do that. Like, I think I'm going a little bit of a rant here. I think to some degree, man, we are at a point where we forgot that love is love and love is beautiful. Like, I think we are all so brain rotted by some of this dating culture and this online dating culture that we forget that love is love. Like, love is the most beautiful, precious thing in the world. When you got someone that truly loves and care about you and got your back, right? Like, the first time that most men experience that is with their mom, right? It's with their mom. And I got to be honest, right? My mom is a beautiful black woman, and I don't think I've found a woman in my personal experience that that has ever loved me the way my mother has, in terms of, like, just having my back, right? Maybe my aunts, right? Because, like, you know, but they're mother-like figures. So I can understand struggling to kind of see some of those qualities in a woman that you meet in a dating perspective. But ultimately, up until this point, he had said nothing egregious. It had been pretty good. But I think they're going to keep pressing him. And that's when he pops. Because at some point, he pops.
he did try, it didn't work, he went elsewhere. Hence why I don't feel like he fits the question, because he did try. If it worked with one of the 100 black girls he dated, he would have been with them. It didn't work.
I will say that he still fits. I will say the reason why I think he still fits is because I'm attracted to black men. I've dated a lot of black men that have let me down, but I'm still going to try with a black man.
But can you end up with a white one?
Because I want my children and my lineage to be as black for as long as possible.
I understand, but could you potentially
and I've already answered the men who have asked me if I could, and I would. I could date a white man, but my preference is a black man.
You're talking about a woman, yeah? And you're talking about mothers, yeah? And you want to find a woman, let's say, and you're a black woman, and you put your mum on that category of finding a black woman. aren't your expectations a bit too high?
You're setting yourself up. You're
For
setting
any
yourself
woman,
up.
not even just a black woman,
You're
but for any
setting
woman,
yourself
to
up.
meet that standard of your mum.
So is your wife like your mum then? Is your wife like your
I
mum?
never look at a
Tell us
woman.
about your
I
wife.
never look at a woman and try to find my mum in her. Like, that's not a thing.
Hey,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Jins, tell us about your wife. Wait, guys, wait. Tell us about your wife and what she does and why she's different.
I want to hear attributes.
she
I wanna hear.
she hasn't got no kids. She won't have kids until marriage. So we're both like-minded in that sense. What does she do for me? Oh, you want me to? Why I'm gonna marry her next year?
Yeah, tell us.
Okay.
Are you gonna marry her?
Oh yeah.
No,
let him. You got to ask him.
Saying we got to talk about other shit in this program. No,
So long story short, she enabled me. She put things in place in my life and stayed with me when family members and friends disappeared when I come out of prison. And she stuck with me and she didn't have to. She provided things for me and she did not have
So
to.
is that an attribute black women don't have? Is that what you're saying?
And he just told me to explain certain
No,
things.
but wait, because you said...
Wait. He said to explain certain things.
From Indian to black women.
So there's no black women on this earth
that can do
Who
that?
hasn't come across those black
No,
women?
wait, no,
You
watch
said
this.
it.
No, watch this. I have come across those black women and they cheated on me and did me dirty. So watch this. The women.
At this point, you're challenging his experience. He told you his experience. There's no echo on my half. Yo. There's no echo for me. Are you talking about this them talking? Because if that's an echo, it's coming from them. It's not from me. At this point, he's already explained it. He's already explained his experience, and I kind of feel like they're poking at his experience a little bit. And he's starting to raise his voice a little bit. He's starting to get a little bit triggered. You see it coming.
The women were doing the same thing. Watch it. All right. Let me give it to you like this. The black women were giving me love. No, wait, Loz. Watch.
Yeah. That's the audio in the video. Yep.
The black women. No, wait. Watch this. Wait. Listen, the black women was giving me love, cooking my food, sucking my dick good. The backers was disgusting. I'm talking about up and down. The culture, lovely. I wake up Sunday, everything's nice. It's black culture. But do you know what they did?
What did they do?
Me dirty. They did me dirty.
Maybe you need to look at yourself.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Maybe there's a reason why they're doing
That's
you
what I
dirty.
did.
Okay, now that we not going to do. That we're not going to do. We're not going to do the, because here's the thing. Let me.
Chapatis all day.
Maybe there's something you're not doing.
Motherfucking chapatis all day, nigga.
Let's be honest.
No, we can't do that. If I had a girl and I told you I cheated on my girl, it's not what did my girl do, it's what I did. I cheated. Right? Like we're not going to find a way to kind of, how can I say? We're not going to find a way to say, well, what did you do wrong for this person to cheat or lie or do anything? We're not doing that. Right? Like I actually just had this conversation on my TikTok with somebody. I'm like, we're not doing that. The person who got cheated on is not at fault for being cheated on. Hey. Shout out to my brother Cut for the follow over there on Twitch, man. Appreciate it big time. But yeah, we're not doing that. And I think that's super important. Like, I would have shut this down immediately. I'd be like, no, we're not doing that. I always say if it's that bad, if any relationship is that bad, you could just leave. But we are not doing that. We are not saying, what did you do to inspire this person to cheat? We're not doing that.
Because, sir, were you giving those black women?
This is not interrogation.
How can countless black women be doing something to you and there's no problem with you? You're clearly.
Did I say that?
No,
Did I say there was nothing wrong with me?
Don't blame it on the black women and say that the
Then
black
ask
women.
me what I did.
Wait, hold on. Don't blame it on.
Don't insinuate.
What did you bring to the table?
So what did you do?
I went to prison.
So maybe
You're telling me. Here, man. So how is that our fault? You went to prison and you're upset that we cannot tolerate you. Stop calling me a prisoner. Who wants a prisoner? Who wants an inmate? You're telling me.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
Here's what. Here's
Okay, now we can really see how it starts to get. Can we all see how it starts to get hostile? I can see how it got to this point. I can see how it got to the point where they were yelling at each other and he was talking about their hair. I can see. Now, granted, my brother Rich pointed something out. He did this. He said, no matter what, it would never get to me talking to them like that and making those comments. Very true. Very true. But we are actually watching this in real time where they're kind of poking holes at him. It's like we see them kind of baiting them. Like they're like, well, we're going to get him to say something. And it's like, look, he already told you. He was in and out. He already told you. He went to prison. He was picking certain women that weren't right for him, right? And he was saying that he picked, like, he wasn't saying at the time, he didn't say all black women. He was saying the black women he picked. I mean, obviously that changed. If you see the viral moments, that obviously changed. But he wasn't saying all black women initially. He was just saying the ones that he picked.
Man, that what I'm not. Don't just ask. So here's what. I went to prison and I broke a lot of trust with people. I never told them to stay there, and I never told them I have expectations of them. I had dreams and things sold to me from these women. Understood? A white woman as well. Right? As a man, I went to prison for mistakes that I made, and I fucked everybody off because I made that decision. Shut up. 1 second. Yeah, no. Breathe. No. Yeah? Yeah? Watch this. I made that decision. I even cut off my whole family line because I made that decision. Are we clear? Are you listening to me? These people came back into my life because as the public, you have access to people in prison if you know their name. Am I chatting shit? No. So watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, I talk to Asia like this every day. She loves it. Watch this. Yeah? Those people came back into my life and I accepted it. With that acceptance, I am now behaving. But with my behaving, there's karma. You have to live what you sow. And I lived what I saw through those women and other men that did me dirty at the same period of time in life.
So you can agree it's not.
I fucked up, they fucked up. I'm not going to go back to a fuck up, and I'm not going to continue to do some shit with people that kept fucking up. Let me keep living my life. I find a new lane. This lane's working for me. I'm winning. And I'm winning with India. It's simple as that.
There we go.
I honestly don't think listen, I don't. Again, we are 32 minutes in. It's an hour and 7 minutes long. And to this point, are we in agreement that he didn't really? Can I get a thumbs up in the chat? Can I get a Y in the chat? Like, yo, he hasn't really said nothing crazy at this point, right? Like, I mean, again, you might not agree with him not ever choosing to not date black women, right? I don't agree with that choice, but that's his choice to make. And to this point, has he said anything fucked up? Like that you're like, he hates this group, or like, has he said anything? I'm asking the chat. You know, let me know something. Let me know something. If y'all here, and y'all watching, y'all following along, I haven't heard him say anything that was like awful. You know, let me know. Let me know if I'm tripping though. I haven't heard it yet. Not yet. Haven't heard it yet. Obviously, we know that the viral moment comes and he does snap the fuck out. But to this point, it just feels, you know, like he's just being honest, right?
I'm happy with that.
I want to talk because you've been talking the whole time and it's been like an interrogation. Like, like you literally been talking, it's like an interrogation.
No one's stopping you from talking about it.
No, because I'm letting you. Trust me, I'm letting you speak. Trust me. If I wanted to talk, I would have interrupted.
You also probed him.
Bro, I didn't probe him.
You literally said, "What does your wife bring?"
I didn't probe him. I asked him because you was probing him, so I wanted him to tell us what his wife provides. Right? Cool. I think when it comes to dating outside of your race, in some instances, it can be self-hate because it's how you do it. Okay, so you have certain people that date outside of the race, men or women, whatever, and they'll be derogatory about their own race. They'll talk down, maybe socially, they will diss them, like all these manner of things. Yeah, they won't think well about them. Cool. I think that is a version of self-hate. Then there's the other one where I would say where he experienced where he dated multiple black women and he dated them, and then now he's dating something different. Now,
white women too.
Whatever, but he's dated multiple, right? Just like when you said you'll be open to it, but it's not your preference. You would date a white man, yeah? But at that moment, if you did decide to, someone could look at you and say it's self-hate. You would know it's not self-hate. I would know it's not self-hate. But someone could say, oh, she's self-hatred, right? I think when it comes to mixed race people, what you will find is some people will treat them as black and other people won't, yeah? Depending on how they've been raised, they've been told whatever they are, depending on the culture, right? I think with mixed race men, with black women, they tend to look at them as black and want them to behave as black men. When you look at, for example, professional football stars, what have you not, the mixed race guys, if the ones that date the white women, they will always treat them like black men. They said all these footballers are always dating outside of the race. But if you think about it, he is half white, half black, right? So technically can go both ways, right?
Yeah.
So why would you even say that he can? But you see a black man, right? So he's black passing, so you see him as a black man. I think when it comes down to mixed race women, it comes to be slightly different with black women. They treat them and they look at them slightly different. So that's kind of how I look at it. So, you know, we could look at stars, for example, like people like, I don't know, like Serena Williams or Eve, for example. They get a lot of champion from black women, even though they date outside the race and have married to white men, which is fine. But for example, when a black person does it, you see the difference in it. So I think a lot of the times it just...
And Serena don't hate herself.
Yeah, Serena divorced that guy anyway, so.
Yeah, but she don't hate herself though.
Yeah, she don't hate herself.
Can I say, yeah, based on Serena and based on a number of us that go for white women or Asian women, however you want to look at it, brown, yellow, whatever, that's also based on our cultural kind of identification here. Most of us are born in the UK. So again, what we culturally deem as African or whatever, we have a British culture. We're socially developed completely different. So Serena Williams going for a white man in America is not an uncommon thing. You gotta let that go because America is one, it's a whole culture. If you take
Very true. When you get outside the country, for those of you who haven't got outside for those of you who are from the United States, and have never gotten outside the country, here's the thing. For those of us that, yo, what up, bro? I'm just reacting to this video. This is a viral joint. But for those of us who are from the States, for those of us who are from the States that have never been out the States, when you get outside of the States to other countries, they don't give a fuck what city you from. They look at you as American. Like, you are American. Like, they don't look at you, oh, were you from New York? Oh yeah, you a New Yorker. No, they say you're American. So that's like,
African American, you say, oh yeah, well she's American, but she's also from Senegal. Fine, she's from Senegal. I'm not disputing that, but she's also from America. America has its own culture.
Gabs, do you think
UK has its own culture too.
So do you think people should like stick to what they can relate to rather than race?
I think we have been taught and we've been socially developed in a way which suggests to us that we are all British, born here. So however you want to look at it, you are Nigerian, I'm Nigerian, but we are British.
Do you have a preference?
Do I have a preference?
Yeah.
I'm going to say
if you
black
do,
women
let
is
me
my
know.
preference. But again, I'm not going to sit there and say, I'm only going for a black woman.
Have you ever dated a white woman?
Yeah.
Yeah? And how?
And an Asian woman.
So why doesn't he get backlash? Hold on, why didn't he get backlash? Why is it when that video came, everyone's looking at me? He does it as well. What do you mean?
No, he gave you the backlash.
Yeah, you're a little hypocrite as well.
He drew you out, not us.
He
drew you out from the beginning, not
and you
us.
as well. You see what I'm saying? The hypocrisy has no bounds in this place.
Have any of you dated a white man?
I have.
Do you date them?
Oh, how was it? How was it?
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Are you gonna let her talk?
Also, China, do you have a preference?
Black women are my preference.
Black women are your preference.
but-
Have you ever dated a white woman?
Not like...
Or
English
Asian?
women. Asian woman.
Or
and-
Hispanic?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And do you
So here's
feel
the thing. So here's the
even
thing.
though you've
Wait,
dated
hold
them,
on,
do you feel like you still want a black
Wait,
woman?
hold on. So one of the reasons I was quiet on this is because I don't like this.
Yeah, it's a division.
No, I'll be honest with you
It's
because
horrible.
no, I don't like this question.
Yeah.
Because what this question does is it wants
Creates
me to
divide.
pick and choose between black women. I don't want to do it. So because what it is
We're going to write a letter to Century.
but you can bro, you can have a bad experience, yeah, and then you can date outside of your race, yeah. Then if I say that, then I'm dissing black women. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But it's if.
Oh, you're worried about getting cancelled.
But I'm never worried about getting cancelled, bro. But yeah, I'm definitely not.
honestly, this conversation could have ended. This conversation, this whole thing could have ended like about 7 minutes ago. Like, it didn't have to continue to keep going. So I kind of want to see the crash out. I want to get to the crash out.
Worried. I'm definitely not worried, but I am worried about doing something that I don't do. I don't do this, so I'm just sitting and listening. I'm trying to put both sides, but I want to actually say the difference between the black woman and the white. I'm not going to do that because.
But can I ask this? What is it that, because you've dated outside of your race, but you still want a black woman? What is it that has kept you with your preference for black women, even though you've dated outside your race? I just want to understand that.
Listen, my preference is going to be. It's going to be my preference, right? Yeah. But
as in why? I just need to hear reasons, attributes, because the conversation becomes elusive.
No, but okay, my preference.
Yeah, why, China?
They're not gonna like
The conversation becomes elusive. If we're not hearing examples or actual attributes that other women have, we're not actually walking away with learning.
Why?
Yeah, but I mean, does it matter? Does it matter? Like sometimes people's preferences. Sometimes a white man might only date white women because he's white, and he's like, because I'm white, so I like to date white women. Or a black man might say, I like to date black women because I'm a black man, and I only grew up around black women. Like it might not be a specific. Well, because black women, it might not be that. Like there's a possibility in that. It might not be that, and that's where. And maybe it might be, and I have to be honest. I have 3 degrees, and one of them is in anthropology, which is the study of people. These are the kinds of conversations we had all the time. My master's in social work, my other one in communication broadcast. This type of conversation, this type of dialogue, is really like, how can I say it? This kind of conversation and dialogue is really what I had so many times in college that I don't really see the usefulness in it. I don't see how can I say this? There's usefulness in it, but I think the usefulness has more limitations than people think. Right? Like, I don't think that someone who dates someone outside of their race hates themselves. And some of them probably do hate themselves. But I think ultimately all of these things are based on preference and what people feel. Again, who you date and who you like and what you like don't do nothing for me. As long as it's a legal consenting adult, I don't care.
Why? We want to hear why. We're gonna like it. We're gonna like it.
That's why I'm glad you asked you what your wife brings you, because then we can hear it.
Listen,
she holds you down.
All right, cool. My preference is natural women, innit? Yeah, that's my preference, innit? Yeah, feminine, natural women, and that goes across, innit? Yeah. So, unfortunately, if there was a woman who, and I like a woman to have it look a certain aesthetic and how to look a certain way, but I like it to be natural, okay? So, if we have just the way I like it to look, yeah.
What weave? Are you talking about weave? I
was gonna say a lot of black women wear wigs, for example.
Listen,
trying to get the details.
No, because I want to tell you something here. That will be my preference, innit? But ultimately, if I find a woman that's attractive, yeah, and she's natural versus a black woman who is attractive and isn't natural, chances are I'm gonna go with the natural person from that, and that's just how it is.
So is weaves enhanced when you wear wigs and stuff?
It's enhancement.
If it's a good night, but if it's a good
BBLs and stuff like that, it's enhanced.
But it's not for. But remember, this is a personal thing. This is not about race. This is what I was trying to say, innit? Yeah, it's just no.
China. I hear where you're coming from, my bro. I hear what you're saying, but you know, sometimes there's some girls you've looked at and called beautiful, and they ain't completely natural, man. Now I'm okay with it. I just hope you're okay with it.
There's issues over there when you date outside of your race too. There's issues.
What I find interesting is that it feels like he's trying his best to like not offend anybody, and this is where I asked this question earlier, like not on this live, but like, what does it mean to have a preference? Because it feels like everyone's preference can offend anybody. Like if I say I prefer natural, there's somebody gonna be offended. If I say I prefer curvy women, somebody gonna be offended. Like it almost feels like no matter what your preference is, chances are someone who's not within that preference might feel a way. And I don't know what we're supposed to do in those situations. Do we just meet fire with fire? Like what do we do in those situations? I always felt like it was weird.
Two black people not the same, an African person and a Caribbean person not the same. On the face of it, we might look the same, but culturally we're too different, so we could have issues as well. I think when you date outside the race, what I was saying to him earlier on, it's more responsibility on you to teach that person or they should want to learn the culture because they're going to be raising a black child, regardless of the semantics of mixed race or not. Society and certain people will treat them as that way. So they need to understand the detangling, the food, the culture, these things, because you have gone and given her that, and that was my thing.
So
when I dated, I didn't date her, but I was talking to a white girl at one point, and I asked her, like, we didn't become a couple, but I asked her, I said, hey, if you had like a kid with me, would you be willing to learn how to do their hair? Because if we have a daughter, chances are with my hair's thick, and she was I actually think she might have been Latina. I know her dad was white, but I mean, I think her mom was like, I don't remember. But her hair wasn't nearly as thick as mine. It was thick, but it wasn't nearly as thick as mine. So I said, like, if you had a kid with me, would you be okay with that? Would you be willing to learn that? She said, absolutely. I said, are you sure? She said, yeah, I would. I swear. I said, okay. But that was a question I would ask women who, like, that I would meet who show interest in me. That, like, hey, you know, when we started to talk, of course, I ain't gonna just throw the question out there. When we started talking, I'm like, hey, would you be okay with that? Because they're gonna have a different texture. And they all said unanimously yes, but no relationship ever came out of the situation. But here we are at the 40-minute mark with this video. That means that at some point, the crash out is coming, y'all. The crash out is coming. Do me a favor, if you're over there on YouTube, hit the like button for me, please. I am currently 3 away from 1,000. I would love to get to that 1,000 sub goal on my gaming YouTube channel. So please, if you are new to the channel, haven't been here, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. It's all free. I'm not asking for no donations. Just please do me that solid, all right?
Ginger J, right? Have you experienced any sort of like culture clash between you and your family or your partner's family? And then how does that transcend into now you raising a child together?
No, yes and no. We don't have children, no kids until we're married. No kids until we're married. So yeah, no kids yet. So no, we've had a cultural situation in terms of the acceptance kind of thing, but then not too much, if that makes sense, or just the culture's accepting. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But that wasn't because I'm black. That's because I went to prison. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so if black was a thing, then it wouldn't be known. It hasn't been known.
I only ask because a lot of times it is known that Asian people do have a stigma towards black people.
Yeah, definitely. And
then how would that transcend? So
I don't know the conversations that was had over there, but
it sounds like you're an anomaly, which is nice.
My thing was the prison thing, because I didn't go to any prison for anything like I was a serious thing. So for anybody to consider me into their family, that has to be considered. And because I understand that could be a problem for any culture, because it was a bad thing. So that's the only difference that we've had culturally. Because if I was with a black woman, my prison sentence, I would have got celebrated at the barbecue. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, okay. He shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said that. He should not have said that. There's a better way to say that. There's a better way to say that. There's a much better way to say that. If he had to say that, he could have said, if I was with a chick from the hood. Doesn't have to be a black woman. Because the hood celebrates that. Not necessarily black women. The hood celebrates prison sentences and stuff like that. Again, not necessarily black women.
Please don't say that. So not in my family. Maybe.
You see that this now I see kind of where. Hey, Rich, if you still watching, I kind of see how this started taking a turn.
In your family, it's acceptable to go to prison, but in my family, even just getting arrested and getting NFA is inappropriate. Please make it clear. It's your family that thinks it's normal. My family doesn't think it's normal. Thank you.
I can't handle this. What did you go prison for?
Huh?
What did you go prison for? I can't handle it. It's too much. What did you go prison for?
Gab, it's not on camera.
Yeah, like drive.
Outside of the.
Okay, sorry.
Hi, Darrell. Hey, Darrell.
Hey everyone. So my question is for Ginger J again. I have 2 questions. My first question is, the things that kept happening with the black women, what made you think it was a race thing?
I didn't.
That you now date outside your race because of it?
Yeah.
Or did I get that wrong?
Not just because of that.
Okay, so what is it then?
It's just a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Attitude. I love.
Yeah, it sounds like you
watch
hate
this.
black women.
I
I'm
love.
sorry.
I hate black women.
Yeah, it sounds
Does it
not
sound
that
like
you
I
hate
hate my mum?
Not that you hate black
Do we
women.
have
but-
time to go in?
You know what's annoying about Cookie? Cookie applauded. Over the rest of the women, there was applauding. And then it turns into, it sounds like I hate black women. But you just applauded the black woman I was talking about. Sounds like somebody hates themselves.
Why does it sound like I hate?
Yeah, because what do you mean attitude?
I don't. All right, watch that.
What, did I give attitude just now?
Me, I don't know.
Did I give him attitude just now?
I think he did.
You kind of did, but it wasn't. It. Now I'm seeing where this goes.
I didn't give any attitude.
A little bit.
She did.
What? Because
She did with the neck rolling. She did. It was attitude in that.
Oh, I feel like you hate black women now.
Do you see why I said that?
What do you mean
Do you see
attitude?
why I said that?
What do you mean I have attitude? I'm even smiling with you. What's with the mimicking? What's with the when did I ever do this? Like let's calm ourselves down now because I will show you the attitude that you're looking for because I ain't giving it to you yet. I'm on 20 right now. Don't let me give you 100, please.
Why wasn't it just response instead of reaction?
That's how women are. We like to snap and.
Not all women, but black women love to snap.
Thank you very
innit?
much.
Majority of black women love to snap, innit?
White women do it too.
Majority of black women love to snap, and white women love to follow black women. Disagree
It's
with
a
me.
black thing to be animated.
Yeah, and kick your fingers.
I never
behind
said
you.
there's nothing wrong with sassy. I never said there's nothing wrong with sassy. But here's what I do love. I love a woman to stay feminine.
So I'm not feminine.
No, not when you get angry, and not when
I'm
you get
not angry
attitude.
though.
Your mum has no sass, yeah?
I'm so confused. Clock it.
Your mum has no sass whatsoever?
My mum will box everything
Chill.
down.
So,
but I don't like it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
What's up, Reek? What's up, bro? All right, so this is what I'm getting. So I'm kind of. So now we're starting to see where this gets turned up a little bit. We're starting to see where this gets turned up a little bit. We're starting to see where this goes. Where this goes left. We're starting to see that. And what I can say is, he put some shit out there. He said some shit that he didn't need to say. He said some shit. There were things said that he did not need to say. 100%. And so I see kind of where this started to cook and where it started to sizzle a little bit. But I'll also say this, man. There's a lot of ways in which, and for him to say it, like say certain things, he didn't have it didn't have to go this way. It didn't have to go this way.
Do you understand it now? Just because my mum does it doesn't mean that I fucking like
she's
it.
the only one.
Just because, are you lot listen to what you're saying? Just because my mum raised me and was sassy doesn't mean I liked it.
When your wife is upset or when she's like angry, does she ever
can have
speak,
all the attitude
does she
she
ever
can.
speak like, I don't know, she's Indian, so I'm assuming she might speak Gujarati. Does she
listen.
speak Gujarati when she's mad at you?
She can do whatever she wants when she's mad at me. She's mad at
So
me.
it's okay when she can do, but not when black
And
women
did I say it wasn't okay?
I feel like his wife kind of, for some reason or for whatever he's experienced, his wife has the upper hand now. So whatever his wife wants to do, whether she wants to shout at him in Gujarati, give him attitude, cuss him, call him whatever she wants to call him, in whatever she speaks, Punjabi or Gujarati, he's cool with it. He's fine because I feel like he's accepted her and he's accepted his fate. But when it comes to any other woman, especially a black woman, like his mum, he don't like it. He's mad. Like, it's just not allowed.
But you said attitude earlier.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Ladies, you know you're proving his point.
So here's what we're not
I don't
gonna.
give a shit.
No, but I'm saying no, but you're proving his point. Like
They are in a sense proving his point. They are in a sense doing exactly what he's saying in the sense of like the attitude, etc., etc. But that's not all black women. I can't stress it enough. I can't stress that enough. I just can't. Like where I'm from, this attitude is very common amongst black women. Where I'm from, but when I got to college, when I go to the suburbs, when I go to different areas, it's not like that. It's not like that, right? It's not like that. And I'm also an advocate for like, yo, we date where we at. Like so if I'm a certain kind of man, I'm only gonna sustain a certain type of woman. right? So if I'm in a particular lifestyle, not doing too well, or whatever's going on with me, I'm only going to bring in certain women who are willing to stick around. Like, it's only going to be certain women who are willing to stick around. They're not going to probably be high quality women because I'm not living a high quality life.
I don't give a heck.
Wait. Let me say something.
That's not my man.
No,
My
let me
man's over there.
talk. Ladies,
And he likes
please.
my attitude.
Come on, please.
Watch this. No, wait, watch this.
This is when it goes left. Okay, now I see what happens. This is when it goes left.
Watch this. You just triggered me a little bit because you did something that all the other black women used to do. You asked me a question, you didn't let me answer it, and then you said you don't give a shit.
I don't though. That's the truth.
And you know what? There's a point there. There's a point there. He ain't off. And let's talk about this for a little bit. Just for a little bit. I think Rebecca just liked somebody just liked this. Yep. Let's talk about something. Rich, whoever else is in the chat, please chime in if y'all recognize it. Shout out to Rebecca for the likes.
I'ma keep it honest, I really think that I'm moving nice. Folks can count me out, but them people was never counting right. Proving I'm a winner, but y'all was always ignoring strikes.
So I want to say something. Rich, anyone else in the chat, if y'all understand this, if y'all seen this yourself, please chime in. Every black man who I know who does not date black women, right, has things about black women, right, in their lifetime, certain things that triggered them. More often than not, the trigger stem from their mother or older sister or black women in their neighborhood. They then took that trigger, never addressed it, never fixed it, never corrected it, never did any of that to it, and it lingered with them. And whenever a woman who falls under that category does those things, it triggers them to no end. Now, I don't know how old Ginger J is. Right? He's not lying, but I'll still smash her little crumpet eating that. Okay, all right. So again, and I could name some black guys that operated like this as well, where it's just certain things that their mom did, sister did, women in the neighborhood did, and it triggers them. And she did ask him a question, cut him off, and said she didn't give a shit. That can trigger a lot of people. That can trigger a lot of people. It can trigger a lot of people. So this is where I see why this whole thing went left.
I know you don't. So what's the point of the conversation?
At this point, I would have left it alone. At this point, if I'm in his position, if I'm Jay, I'm not speaking no more. Because I'm gonna let them. If this is my position, I'm gonna let them prove my point. I'm not gonna say no. I'm leaving it alone. Because as a man, and fellas in the chat, please let me know if I'm tripping. As a man, hold on. You not sub to the joint? Let me see if I can fix that, Reek. Let me see if I can fix that right quick. As a man, you know that arguing with a woman ain't gonna help you. This is my point. Like, you know that arguing with that woman ain't gonna do nothing for you. You know that. You know it. You know it to no end. So, like, ain't even got enough in there. I was just about to gift him one. Pay that $19.95. Absolutely not. I was just about to gift him one. But yeah, it's those triggers. But as men, we know that we really can't be arguing with no women. Like, you don't want to raise your voice at him. You don't want to do those things. And so this is when he loses everything. This is when he loses all control. Starts saying all the wild shit he said. Again, at a point, once you said what you need to say, you just got to leave it at that. This is when you got to know when to walk away. Now, Jay, I still don't agree with Jay. I got to be honest. I don't agree with him, but I understand him. I met a lot of guys like him. I met so many guys like him.
And then what's
your
the point?
point is
And then what?
invalid.
And then what's the
So
point?
I
of me?
don't care
So
for
why
the
would I keep
answer, that's
dating
why.
you? So wait, no. So why would I keep dating you?
No, but me is me as.
So why would I keep dating
and not
you?
all the black women out there.
What
so
does it sound like?
categorizing
What does it sound
all
like?
of the black women over the couple
What
of
does it
black
sound
women that you dated.
This woman right here recognizes kind of what she recognizes. There's a little bit of rage baiting going on, right? And the poking is really going on between this one right here, her and her. These are the ones that are kind of like, right? These two, I really haven't heard much from this light skinned one right here, and I feel like she's kind of doing her best to be kind of, fair, I guess, lack of a better term.
Darrell was right.
What
You
does
just
it sound
proved the
like?
point.
You proved Darrell's point.
Hello, can we hear from Darrell?
What
now,
does it
please?
sound like?
To me, it does sound like a little bit of a race thing. And but don't kill me.
It is a race thing. I don't date black women. I stopped dating you for a reason. Stop trying to say that what I
They
didn't
want
say.
to know the reason.
I
They
told
wanna
you the
know.
reason.
He already said the reason.
I told you the reason.
He said the reason already.
Listen.
He did already say the reason, but I think they went to crash out. I think they went to crash out.
But here's what we're not doing. We're not going around it.
Let her finish. So can you let me finish?
Let me upset you. Let me. We're not doing. We're not going around it.
Let her finish.
I ain't gonna lie, she's pretty though. She's pretty. I like that over there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like that. She's pretty.
Finish. So can you let me finish?
Let me upset you. Let me. Pardon?
You said that she didn't let you finish, but could you let me finish?
No, I ain't got time for it no more. Dead that. Dead that.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. So, I don't think this young lady was. I don't think she was involved. I don't think she was involved in this at all. But I think some of the other women kind of wanted to see the crash out. I think they felt like it was something in there, and they just kept pushing to see if there was a crash out coming, and they got it. And do you see the celebration? Look at this.
But could you let me finish?
No, I ain't got time for it no more.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Like, look, they. It's almost. I almost feel like they were waiting. Am I Rick? Am I tripping? Does it seem like they were waiting for the crash out? It almost feels like they're waiting for the crash out. And Jay lost his Ginger Jay lost his cool, and gave them what they wanted. He gave them what they wanted. Chat, be honest. It almost felt like they were waiting for the crash out. It almost felt like they were trying all the guys up there to see which one could crack. Yep, just waited and got and that's what they waited and got what they wanted. To me, that's wild, but it is what it is. They waited and got what they wanted, and now Jay became public enemy number one. Granted, I still don't agree with him, but I see exactly how he got here because they baited him.
Dead that. Dead that. Dead that. Dead that. Dead that. Dead that. You had your chance.
Now, another thing Jay could have done, Jay could have. Women know how to press buttons. They press the fuck out them buttons, man. They press those buttons. If I was in Jay's position, I would have even just had conversation with the young lady who was standing up. Because she was respectful. She didn't seem abrasive. But he lost his cool. He lost his cool.
Hey, watch this. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You see, if we was having a conversation, if we was having a conversation, because you was talking perfectly fine, no attitude, and you was delegating yourself perfectly fine, and then black attitude happened.
That's me.
So watch this, and then watch this, and then watch this.
Black attitude.
Watch this. So then that's so that means.
So white women don't snap. Indian women don't snap. They're not angry. It's only us black women. They play.
Conversation is done, and I address it.
To her defense, because it's not a race thing, it's a woman thing.
Here's why I don't date black women. Nah, I did that. You wanna no? Here's why I don't date black women.
Oh, this shit about to go left. There was one woman who I was talking to. She was Jamaican, and she like literally wanted to pull the attitude out of me. And when I got upset, she started clapping. It was like, yeah, like I knew it. And I'm sitting there like what? Like, this shit was crazy. And as attractive as she was pretty as fuck. As beautiful as she was physically, I knew I couldn't be with a woman that wanted to get that out of me. I couldn't be with a woman that took pride in like trying to get that anger out of me. I just couldn't. And this one, this situation had nothing to do with no race, nothing. It wasn't nothing to do with that. And I forgot what it was about, but I just remember her doing that, and it made me very uncomfortable. It made me so uncomfortable.
Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot.
I'm listening.
Because you lot don't like to fucking listen. I don't date black women because you don't like to get put in your place.
Which place?
Your place.
Which
and when you
place?
get put in your place, you think you got taught like a man.
That's why they were cheating on you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were
Watch
cheating
this.
on you.
Stay in your
That's why
fucking
they
place.
cheated on you multiple
Black women-
times.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I know.
you
And that's
put no one
why
in
I'm
their
never going to
place.
be in your
That's why you
ever
had to
again.
dip out
Yeah,
the pool
I'm not with
because
black
you
women
control
because you don't like to get put in your place.
Apologies,
Listen,
sir.
listen.
Apologies.
where?
Apologies.
Oh wait, you just wait. Did she just shoot?
I ain't gonna lie. As soon as she said clock it and started snapping fingers, would have made me snap too. Yeah, like it was a real bait. Like it was a real bait. It was like I'm watching. Like they really was Now, granted, I don't think none of the men in here agree with him. But we see how we got here.
Did she just shoot?
What kind of bullshit?
Go. Where's your hair?
Where's your hair?
This nigga out of pocket.
Oh wait, you just wait. Did she just shoot? Did she just shoot?
What kind of
Did she just shoot? Go. Where's your hair? Where's your fucking hair? Where's your hair? Once you talk about black women's hair, you're on your own, my guy. You're on your own. I was with you. Like, he's allowed to have a preference. You know, he's trying to talk about how she's held him down and picking up his Asian queen. But the moment you went for the hair, my guy, you was on your own. You're gonna have to deal with it. Yeah. You're gonna have to deal with this by yourself, my brother. Take off your head,
You're triggered.
Where's your hair?
You're triggered.
Where's your hair?
No,
I'm
that's
triggered.
supposed to hurt.
I said I was
You're
triggered.
triggered.
Did I not say I was triggered? Where's your hair?
No.
Where's your hair?
Looking ass nigga
Where's
about
your
where's your hair?
Show me your hair.
No, he's
Show me your hair.
pressed. He's
Show me your hair.
pressed.
Take off your eyelash. Take off your eyelash.
Yeah, they look. I can't say they necessarily brought it out of him because it's always been there, but the crash out looks a little different when you understand all the context. Still don't agree with him, but it looks a little bit different once you have all the context, all the information. It looks and feels a little different. Again, I don't agree with him. There's so many black women out there. There's so many women out there who don't. Like, my ex didn't operate like this. My ex was black. Didn't operate like this at all. You know, didn't wear a whole bunch of weave or anything like that. My ex was a very beautiful young lady. So, like, so I understand what he's saying. But when you're attracting a certain caliber of woman or man or whatever you're attracting, there's a question you got to ask yourself. What am I doing? What am I doing? You know, that's what you got to ask you. What am I doing? So they brought it out of him, and that man snapped. What's your hair? Take your eyelashes off. Take your headband off. Like, he snapped.
You're pressed.
Take off your makeup.
You're pressed because you got cheated on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where? Watch
1,
this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Jumped it.
And I'll bring my natural hair Indian woman in here now.
And then what?
she looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your ground.
But the crowd was silent. The crowd
Out
was
here
silent.
with fake hair, fake
The crowd was silent.
eyelashes.
You, my fair lady, haven't even had your legs open wide enough yet to even think you can speak to a man like me. So, a bit of advice. Go put your legs on some shoulders. Go swing from some chandeliers. Go get some life experience. And then come back and see me.
I don't understand any of that. I just don't. I don't know what the fuck any of that means. I don't know what none of that shit means. But, hey.
No, blood, no. I don't date black women because of this.
Didn't eat.
You didn't understand me. You didn't want to accept the fact that I said it. I'm triggered.
Cap in the
I told you, don't get me on a fucking show. I don't date black women. Not watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many of you have got your hair on? None of you. Shut up. I date natural women.
You pissed off the gingerbread man. Calm down. You're 4 foot. You're not scaring anybody. Sit the fuck down.
I don't know why this guy's crashing out so much.
I date natural women. I date natural women.
Shut up.
Didn't he?
Shut up. I'm not talking.
Got a big man press.
I'm pressed. I press Indian girl. I'm definitely pressed. Like your hair. I'm pressed like your hair.
A lot is going on right now. Too many people are triggered. I'm not just going to put it on Ginger. The girls, like, everyone's triggered right now. Can you see my popcorn?
And Ginger and 4 foot. It's fucked up, ain't it? That's some super villain talk. But what I am seeing is that these three, like this woman right here, her, and her, mainly her at this point. But it was these two. They were the main culprits. They were pressing the buttons. They were trying to get the reaction. This lady right here in the middle and the light skin one on the end, they are like being more objective. Like, look, man, like, yeah, he's triggered, but so are you guys. Like, you guys are pushing him. So, again, when you get the full picture, the full context, his crash out is still his crash out, but it looks just a little bit different.
No. Because he hates black women.
I hate black women.
Exactly.
I hate black women.
Exactly.
I hate black women.
He actually just said it. You know, it's my first time hearing him say he hate black women. This is my first time actually hearing him say that. But it's almost like this is what they wanted, though. This is what they wanted. Damn, this is a lot of shit happening right here, y'all. It's a lot happening.
Breaking news. Ginger J hates black women. How many of you black women give a fuck?
I hate black women that act the way how these women are acting, because it's only black women that seem to have this attribute. You won't find no other woman in no other culture that's able to act in the mannerisms that a black woman does when attitude starts to creep up. Not one.
Nah, man, that's false. You definitely find it. Definitely.
Dude, yeah. One of them, two of them, but a crew of them, I will wind them. Listen, we love the attitude. We love the feistiness. We love the culture. It's who we are. Black men.
Speak for yourself. I don't like extra attitude. Never did.
Black women, we all do the same kind of thing in different ways. Some of them say, what I'm telling you? And some of them say, Abuti Yaweni.
I hate this.
I'm not gonna stop.
I hate this.
He thought he could say
I said one thing and this happened.
He thought he could say
I hate this.
and he didn't eat.
My babe.
I hate this.
Listen.
No, I don't want to talk to black women no more. I don't want to talk to black women no more.
I know what I'm saying.
No.
Ginger.
Yeah.
You can't live like this.
I can.
You can't do it.
I can.
You can't.
Listen, watch this. Watch this. I told you, see. I told you, yeah. Get me on the show. I don't.
I believe that they knew he had those reservations. Just wanted him to admit it. Well, I feel like I feel like they felt that he had those reservations. I feel like they felt he had reservations like that, and they were just prying at it. But hold on, we got to backtrack properly. Ginger J fucked up when he said, when he explained how his woman accepted, like her family accepted his history with prison, and then he said if that was a black girl, they would have championed that. Remember that? He said if that was a black woman, if I was with a black woman, they'd had a barbecue about him serving that prison time. So he initially kind of pushed. They were always kind of prying. They were prying the whole time, but he really kind of like pushed the envelope when he said that, because he was wrong for that. He was dead wrong for that. Like I said, like the crash out looks a little different once you get the full picture. It looks just a little bit different.
Don't take no stupidness. I'm hearing stupidness. I said one thing, and they don't want to fucking agree with me, and then tell me I hate my mother.
How old is this brother?
Ginger loves black people, so it's calm. He just crashed out a bit, because the heat was too much.
Fucking. I'm not nobody. See, I hate my mother. Who are they talking to? And they ain't got their own hair on.
You love your mom, man. Everybody's talking. Let's calm down, man. What are you talking
about? No, I'm going. There's no conversation to be had. Listen to what we're talking about. I said for a reason, and my reason was valid. You all agreed with my first reason, correct? When I broke it down, you all said, you know what? Yeah, fine. Fair enough. And then when it comes back, oh, what's the real reason? And then when I'm starting saying more reasons, you fucking hate black women, you cunt. The fuck out of here, man. You hate yourselves. Get some natural shit on your head.
All right, so I ain't gotta watch no more of that, bro. I ain't gonna watch no more of that. So most people here, aside from this one and this one, they all played a role, and even some of the males, like get him, even some of them, like it was a lot. It's a lot going on there. It's a lot going on there, y'all. Like it's a lot going on there. They felt like he had a way. They felt like he had some things about him, and they baited him. They baited the fuck out of him. So that's kind of come with the territory a little bit, man. They baited him, and he still said what he said. He definitely said, I hate black women. He did say that shit. So it's one of those things where you can bait me all you want, but I'm never going to say I hate black women. Right? I'm like, you can bait me, you can whatever, but I'm never going to say I hate black women. Like you're never going to hear me say that. So yeah, you baited him, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I think Rich pointed this out before. Like he still said what he said. So the crash out looks a little different. Doesn't change it a whole lot, but it looks different. It looks way different. Give me 1 second, chat. I'll be back. Oh man, that wasn't bad. Like I said, the Crash Out looks different. Looks just a little bit different. Doesn't necessarily change it, but it looks a little different. Rich, you said you had a reaction for me to do or something? Let's see what we got. See what Rich want me to look at, man.
But yeah, man, that's my living room. It's not much, but you know.
I like it. It's nice.
Oh yeah, I want you to meet my son. This is his room right here.
Man, we don't gotta do that, man. Just let him chill.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. You're a guest. He gotta meet you. Hey, Oliver, I want you to meet my coworker. So we're gonna come in your room, okay?
No, you will not come in my room.
Yes, we are. I'm giving him a tour of the house, so we're gonna come in.
No!
Oliver, we're gonna come in.
I forbid you!
I'm telling you,
Jonathan, I swear, if you don't get your filthy hands off my door!
Oliver, you're so silly. Yeah, but this is my coworker Trey. Trey, this is my son, Oliver.
It do be shit like that, but that don't just be them. I just seen the episode on Judge Mathis. On Judge Mathis, right? Her son, no bullshit. They were like in like the 4th grade. The kids, it was 2 sons. One woman's son, another woman's son. They were in like the 4th grade. One of the kids in the 4th grade, this kid was like 5'10". The other one, no bullshit, 4'8". Like, I'm talking little as shit. And she was trying to convince the judge that the small one started to fight with the tall one, right? And she's like, no, my son's innocent, like the lady with the tall son. My son's innocent, blah, blah, blah. Whole time, son was a menace. He was a bully, picking on kids. This what that shit be like. Where the moms or the parents don't be realizing, yo, your son's a fucking menace. Like,
Hey, what's up? What's going on, Oliver? How you doing?
Oliver, he just said.
It's cool. What you playing here, man? What's this? Oh, GTA.
Oh yeah, he loved video games. Anything with a gun, he's playing.
I think you got him. I think you killed him, Oliver.
No, he's still moving.
Hey, man, how's school going?
Oh, yeah, Trey, he doesn't like talking about school when he's home.
Nah, that's understandable. I ain't feel like talking about school either when I got home. But, you got a girlfriend, Oliver? I was on with the ladies.
Fuck them.
oh my God, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's a nut. He's a fucking whack job.
Even that whore of a creature that is labeled my mother.
Oh, shit.
They all disgust me. That whore of a creature that is labeled my mother.
Oh, shit.
Even that whore of a creature that is labeled my mother.
Oh, shit.
They all disgust me. They are all worthless. Cause I am a nice guy, and they don't care about me. Even when I hold the door open for them, being the gentleman that I am. Do they thank me by getting on their knees and sucking me off? No. They give me a weak, pointless, worthless thank you. But I bet if it was a 6'4" nigga named Taquavion that opened the door for them instead of me. No. They give me a weak, pointless, worthless thank you. But I bet If it was a 6'4" nigga named Taquavion that opened the door for them instead of me, they would get on their knees and please him. And that's why they are all sluts and whores. And just like them, I am surrounded by darkness. But instead of the darkness of BBC, I'm surrounded by the darkness of shadows. The shadows that embrace me. The shadows that talk to me and whisper to me and tell me everything that I need to know. That I have the power, that I can take over this world, and that I must eradicate anybody that questions my power. No longer do I have to hide. No longer do I have to stay with the shadows. No longer when I open doors will those sluts ignore me. They will get on their knees and take in the whole giant 2 inches of me. But
It's fucked up, man.
it'll be too late. I will pow as many people as I can. And as the police come to try to stop me, I'll just have a smile on my face. Oh yeah, Dad? What was the code to your gun safe again? 7567. Oh yeah, and Oliver, watch the N-word around gas. Come on, Trey, let's take a tour of the rest of the house.
Did you not hear what he just...
Yeah, no, I do think parents are like oblivious when they got a kid that's like off. But yeah, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. I would really, really, really appreciate it. I'm out.